Let's head out west where the wind howls, the steel rings, and the stakes stretch beyond a mile. In this episode of Pursue the Wild, I'm diving into the heart of the Nightforce Optics ELR Match, one of the most challenging long-range rifle competitions in the world. Over the course of 2 days and 20 gear and skill testing stages, elite shooters go head-to-head, engaging targets out to 2,200 yards, all while battling brutal winds that push 30 miles an hour. This is where Americans let freedom ring, with every round that sends steel ringing across the desert. And when it's time to trade steel targets for wild country, I leave the high desert of Wyoming and head north to Montana, shifting from target shooter to hunter, chasing deer through big country. This is where the hunt begins.
I mean, this thing is unreal.
I can't believe that worked. That was so awesome. Hey you guys, we're at the Nightforce ELR Steel Challenge in my home state of Wyoming, and Nightforce sponsored this match for several years now, and we have over 300 shooters that are out here really putting their optics to the test. This is what Nightforce is made for. Point of aim, point of impact, rugged, reliable repeatability, and we're gonna be out here stretching the distance over 2,200 yards. Shooters are gonna be engaging targets over the course of the weekend, 2 days. This is a blast. Let's go.
The Nightforce ELR Steel Challenge isn't just a test of rifles and optics. It's a full-on proving ground for gear, ballistics, wind calls, and mental fortitude. Out here, any weakness is exposed.
Cleaned it! First round hits. Targets from 791 to 863. So the wind out here is what really makes Wyoming an extremely challenging place to shoot, especially at these great distances, because you know where your value is, where you're standing, is not necessarily what the bullet is experiencing at max ord, and that's what makes it so tricky. Is you really have to be able to watch your hits or watch your misses and make quick adjustments behind the gun to quickly get on target or move on to the next target.
Hi, my name's Tad Anderson. I'm one of the match directors for the Nightforce ELR Steel Challenge. This is the 10th year that we've had this match. Our average distance is 1,150 yards. We decided to do a match like this just because there's just not a lot of opportunity for it. There's places, you know, if you could shoot 500-600 yards, that's a long distance match. We don't even have a target closer than about 800 yards.
I think. Yeah, it was. So my first target on this one was 1,126 yards. I missed. I could not tell where my bullet went. So I stuck with the same wind hold as I went for the first shot, and I had a second round impact. That target was 1,126 yards. I timed out overall. You know, one of the things as a more novice shooter coming to these is time management. And you know, you feel like all of your equipment is kind of this giant gear bomb where you have ammo, your data, your gun, you have bags, all of these things you're trying to manage. And when I lay down behind the gun, I'm just not as quick and as polished. You know, one of my biggest barriers of success is not only just my own personal limitations, but it's also my time management skills. I'm just not as fluid, I'm not as fast. And in the end, it cost me the opportunity of being able to engage that fourth target. So it was a good run, it was a lot of fun, and we're in Wyoming, so it's awesome.
We've had some really sporty targets out there, 1,500 yards, and so we're getting the full force of the wind. It's taken a lot of concentration to be able to get these and make corrections when appropriate.
All right, so this next stage is a supreme man-eater. It starts at 1530 and it goes up to 2129. Super long shots. The wind, you know, all my wind holds are like 25-mile-an-hour winds, so my first target I'm gonna start with a 3 mil hold. And it's just ripping out there, and this thing has claws and fangs and teeth, and I can say a prayer that I don't zero it.
Engage.
Impact. Target 4.
Too much, too much, too much.
Good shooting.
I hit a few, I missed a few. You know, what can you say?
Pursue the Wild is brought to you by Ruger and Marlin Firearms. This segment is brought to you by Nightforce Optics, rugged, reliable, repeatable. Safari Club International, first for hunters. And Tinks, America's #1 buck lure.
Target 3.
This is our last stage of the day, and man, I didn't shoot the ELR match last year, so I'm coming into this feeling very green. I was a little nervous coming in here, but I have to say, like, my rifle and my ammo combo optic, that circle of components is shooting so well. We have crazy wind. It's going between 15 to 25 miles an hour, and these are long targets. My average right now is around 80% of what I'm shooting at, which is really good. I am timing out, so my overall average is probably around 50% of the stages, but what I'm actually trying to hit, I'm hitting, you know, more than I'm not, which is super awesome. It makes me feel really great about it, with everything just flowing so well, and really getting to challenge my shooting in the dry, super windy conditions.
See this peak right here?
Yep.
You're going left, it comes up. You got the second white dirt patch.
Gotcha.
He's sitting right in the center of the white dirt patch.
Okay.
Sometimes different pieces of quality control are not necessary.
Roger, got it.
Sweet. Those are your 3. We're shooting right to left.
Thank you.
Engage.
All right, again. Oh my gosh.
Target 2.
Woo! I didn't zero it. Yeah, so that one, I just foobarred on my wind hold on one. I held off the wrong edge because this is what happens to me late in the day. And then I literally just like missed the first target by like an inch. Total bogus.
Being behind a rifle when the timer starts is about as close as you can get to the rush of hunting without actually being in the field. The hits bring the highest of highs, and the misses, well, they're just learning opportunities. As hunters, we all share the same goal: ethical, clean harvests. The more proficient we are with our firearm and the more familiar we are with our gear, the more confident and effective we become when it counts. We work hard for opportunities, planning the trips, organizing the gear, and scouting for animals. When the moment finally comes, the easy part should be pulling the trigger.
He's 550 yards, so you need to dial 3.0. I'm ready when you are.
But nothing will humble you faster than a hunt, and that's exactly why I invest so much time on the range. And as I've grown older and more experienced, I've found a lot of joy in sharing what I've learned at the range and from training with others, passing on knowledge, offering tips, and helping friends and family succeed on their hunts. Time quickly passes and seasons change, and now it's November, which means the rut is in full swing and bucks are on the move. And as luck would have it, I have a deer tag in my pocket.
My first morning, not your first morning.
Right. Trying to find the does to find the bucks.
Yeah, it's cold. It's 13 degrees this morning.
Yeah, the wind chill doesn't help either.
Yeah, it's cold, but should keep the deer on their feet longer. And with the rut and everything, we'll have a good week. I'm really excited to be out here with you guys and looking for some deer, either whitetail or mule deer, both, with our general tags.
Yeah.
Public land, we just start scouring some ground, and boy, it's pretty.
Yeah.
We've got half a dozen does right here with no buck. There's a little buck over here, like a fork and horn on Skyline. It's kind of odd that these deer don't have a buck, but there's a chance another hunter already harvested, and maybe a buck hasn't found them yet. But we're just gonna keep cruising up here and glassing. Just cover lots of miles. I mean, that's the name of the game this week: is cover miles and look for deer. We are seriously just covering lots of miles. It's 12 degrees outside, so none of us want to be outside for super long periods of time because it's cold. I hate to sound soft like that, but it's true. This deer is 220 yards from us, so Dagan could easily pop out and, and be in a position off the side of the road here to make a shot. It's a really good age class deer. I mean, he's definitely a mature deer, and for me, I might shoot him, but we're here for Dagan right now, so we're gonna walk.
If it was between that buck and the 3-point that we've been seeing on the other piece, that mule deer is a smaller 3-point, but I think as of right now, I would rather shoot that smaller 3-point mule deer just because I've never shot a mule deer before.
Update. I'm making the executive decision that I'm going to get out of the truck and see how tolerant this buck is, because I think I'm just going to shoot him because I'm here to kill a deer. Let's go. This whitetail buck is just over here. He's got a doe, and he's pretty much on hard lockdown with this doe. I'm gonna try to grab my tripod and just make a play for him and see if I can't get in position. I've got to get far enough off the county road easement here to where I can get a shot and also hopefully not spook him. So could be interesting. The buck is right here, but I can't see. All I have is antlers. My wind is good. I'm just gonna keep working up this bottom. He's walking towards the fence. And I don't have another shot from this angle. So I'm gonna pick up and try to work my way around here and see if I can't get another angle on him. And went down. And I can't cross it, it's private. Just shot this deer. It actually hopped the fence just onto private, so we called the game warden. We got landowner permission to go recover the deer. So we've been kind of chilling here, waiting to make sure that we had all our I's dotted and T's crossed. So now we're gonna boogie over and do a recovery on my deer.
Pursue the Wild is brought to you by Ruger and Marlin Firearms. This segment is brought to you by Dead Downwind, real science, real results. Hornady, accurate, deadly, dependable. And OnX Hunt, know where you stand.
All right, so the deer's down just right here. You can see he just, I don't know, made it 10 yards over the fence. It looks like the fence is down over here, so we're gonna just pop over and just drag him back over onto the public and then get him on this side of the fence. We did it!
Good job.
We got him back, woo!
Good job.
That's a nice deer. So I had the peanut gallery in the car this morning.
Yes.
Megan,
Yes, we did.
you were up first, like first call on deer, and you didn't want to shoot this buck.
Yeah, I decided to take a pass, and definitely kind of regretting it a little bit, but I think, no, I think I'll hold out for, like I said, I've never shot a mule deer before, so hopefully that's what, I came to Montana for, but yeah, great whitetail is hard to pass.
Yeah. Wasn't a deer I wanted to pass, that's for sure. So I was actually kind of glad you're like, I'm not going to do it, and then I'm like, well, I think I need to.
Yeah, no,
so
it
game
worked,
on, yeah.
worked perfect.
Worked out
perfect.
great.
Yeah, he's a great buck.
Great buck, a great day.
We're lucky to have friends that we enjoy spending time with and ultimately sharing in the experience of the harvest together. And even more, we're blessed to live in a country with public lands, millions of acres of wild places open for us all to step into that freedom, pursue game in its natural habitat, and ultimately harvest a mature deer on public ground. That's a privilege that should never be taken for granted.
All right, we got the deer all quartered up, loaded up. We got the old walk back to the truck. It's not too bad. It's like, 1,500 yards back to the truck. So make a quick work of this walk and take Dagan hunting tonight. This hunt is proving to be a lot more challenging than we thought. And Dagan's been, kind of holding out, and it's just been tough finding that age class. It just seems like There's a lot of really young deer, but we're kind of missing that mature age category. Like, we've literally not seen another mature buck outside of my whitetail. So it's kind of disheartening because we put on a lot of miles driving and glassing, and I mean, we're just going to keep working at it and keep trying.
We are loaded up in my truck, headed home. Scotty got a deer, I got a deer. Dagan, unfortunately, did not find a deer that he was interested in harvesting. So 2 out of 3 on this trip to Montana, not bad. Hopefully next time around, Dagan gets one too. But we, all in all, had a good trip. Saw a lot of beautiful country, and I'm grateful for the experience.
Thank you for watching this episode of Pursue the Wild. Jump behind the scenes with us for our podcast, Wild and Uncut, or tune into our digital lifestyle show, Our Wild Life. You can stream everything on my website, pursuethewild.com, and be sure to follow me on social media at Kristy Titus.